Millionaire secret schools don't teach you one. The debt paradox. Good debt versus evil debt. The secret. Schools teach that debt is dangerous and should be avoided. Millionaires know that consumer debt is evil, but asset-building debt is a tool. They use OPM, other people's money, to buy cash-flowing assets, real estate, businesses. Equipment closing parenthesis. Idea, hook. Why your honor roll student will stay poor, and the dropout with a loan buys the bank. Action. Learn the difference between depreciating debt car, close, and appreciating debt, rental property. Machinery closing parenthesis. 2. You don't get paid for effort. You get paid for leverage. The secret. School rewards hard work, hours studying, long essays. The real world rewards leverage, systems, people, code, and capital. A millionaire makes $10,000 hour, not because they work harder, but because they have 100 people working for them or a software system selling for them. Idea, hook. The straight student's trap. Why working harder is the fastest path to burnout. Not wealth. Action. Identify one task you do weekly that could be automated, software, or delegated. VA on Upwork closing parenthesis. 3. The asset buffet. Income is a trick. Cash flow is the truth, the secret. School teaches. Get a degree gives. Get a high salary gives. Save in a 401k. Millionaires know a high salary is a trap. Taxed heavily. Lost if you get sick. They build passive cash flow. Rent, dividends, royalties. Digital products closing parenthesis. Idea, hook. Your $200,000 salary is an illusion. How the broke millionaire next door actually lives. Action. Calculate your freedom number, monthly expenses, and start buying or building an asset that pays that amount each month. 4. The invisible tax. Inflation is your ally if you're an owner. The secret. Schools teach inflation as a scary economic concept. Millionaires know inflation rewards asset owners and punishes savers. When the government prints money, your cash loses value, but your real estate, stocks, and crypto rise in dollar price. Idea, hook. Why saving money in the bank is the riskiest move you can make. Action. Keep emergency cash, but turn excess savings into hard assets, property, index funds, or a small business inventory closing parenthesis. 5. The who you know myth. It's actually who knows you. The secret. Schools say network, so kids collect business cards. Millionaires know that value is the magnet. If you solve a $10,000 problem for someone, their network will find you. You don't chase rich people. You build a skill so unique they chase you. Idea hook. Stop going networking events. The one skill that makes millionaires call you. Action. Develop a high-value micro-niche skill, for example, fixing Facebook ad tracking for e-commerce stores, and publish case studies. 6. The tax. Code is a participation trophy, not a punishment. The secret. Schools imply taxes are a civic duty you can't avoid. Millionaires view the tax code as an incentive system. The government rewards behaviors it wants, investing, real estate depreciation, business losses. An employee pays approximately 40% effective tax. A business owner often pays approximately 10 to 15%. Idea hook. The W-2 is a sucker bed. How the rich pay less tax. Legally. And it's not loopholes. It's logic. Action. Study either Schedule C or learn what depreciation and pass-through deduction mean. 7. The one big win. Beats 1,000 small wins. The secret. Schools teach incremental progress. Study a little every day. Get a little better. Wealth often comes from asymmetrical bets. One deal, one product, one investment that returns 100x. Millionaires don't diversify early. They concentrate until they win big. Action. Spend 80% of your energy looking for one, High leverage opportunity, a business acquisition, a viral product, a real estate flip. Not 100 small efficiencies. 8. Most millionaires are boring. The frugal hoarder strategy. The secret. The flashy Lamborghini guy is often not a millionaire. He's in debt. The real millionaire drives a 10-year-old Toyota and lives in a normal house. Wealth is what you keep, not what you spend. Idea hook. Why your broke neighbor might be a millionaire and the Instagram rich are bankrupt. Action. For 1 month, track every dollar that leaves your account. Ask, is this building an asset or buying a temporary emotion? 9. Sell first, milk later. The reverse MBA. The secret. Schools teach you to build a business plan, raise money, create a product, then sell. Millionaires know. Get the check first, then figure out how to deliver. Pre-sales, crowdfunding, and fake door tests are how the rich de-risk everything. Example. A millionaire might sell 100 seats to a course before writing a single lesson. Action. Before creating anything, try to get 10 people to pay a refundable deposit. If you can't sell it, don't build it. 10. Learn to sell or stay poor, period. The secret. Schools subtly shame sales, pushy car dealers, telemarketers. But every millionaire is a salesperson selling ideas, stock, real estate, or themselves. You cannot escape it. The ability to persuade is the single highest leverage skill. Uncomfortable truth. A mediocre engineer who can sell is richer than a genius engineer who hides in a cubicle. Action. Take a commission-only side gig for 90 days. Door-to-door. Phone sales, freelance cold outreach. It will transform your psychology. 11. The poverty is a habit. Mirror the secret. Most people don't lack money. They lack wealth habits. Being late, making excuses, blaming others. Avoiding hard conversations, buying junk food. Skipping exercise. These are all poverty habits that bleed into finances. Idea. Hook. Check your bedroom. The messy desk is costing you $50,000 a year. Action. Pick one poverty habit. Procrastination, disorganization, victim mentality, and kill it for 30 days. Watch how your income responds. 12. The no power, the richest word in English. The secret. Schools reward saying yes to assignments, to teachers, to extra credit. Millionaires get rich by saying no to 99% of opportunities, bad deals, time-wasting meetings, toxic partners. Lifestyle inflation. Quote. The difference between wealthy and poor is that the wealthy say no to almost everything. Warren Buffett, paraphrased. Action. Write your no list. Things you will never do again. Cheap clients, unpaid overtime, gossip, etc. Review it weekly. 13. Luck is a manufactured product. The secret. Schools treat luck as random. Millionaires know you can manufacture surface area for luck. More pitches gives more deals. More content gives more fans. More conversations gives more partners. Volume amplifies randomness in your favor. Formula. Luck equals action frequency times diversity of actions times time action. Commit to 30 luck actions per day. 1 email to a potential mentor. 1 social post, 1 small risk. After 90 days, review what random opportunities appeared. 14. The glass ceiling is usually a floor. You built a secret. Schools blame external forces for lack of success, economy, racism, bad luck. Millionaires acknowledge real barriers exist, but they also know that your excuses are your ceiling. The moment you take full responsibility, even for things not your fault, you gain the power to change them. 15. The no emergency fund paradox for the brave. The secret. Schools say, 6 months of cash in a savings account earning 0.5%. Some millionaires say, that's opportunity cost. They keep only 1 to 2 months liquid and throw the rest into income-producing assets. If a real emergency hits, they use a low-interest credit line or sell an asset. Why it works. Inflation eats your emergency fund at 3 to 5% per year. An asset, like a vending machine, a small online business, or rental property, pays you while you sleep and can be sold in weeks. Warning, not for the anxious or undisciplined. Only if you have high cash flow or rich credit options. Action. If your emergency fund is over $10,000, move half into a conservative income asset, bond fund, dividend stock, or a small cash flow website. 0.16. You need a wealth doppelganger. Parallel identity. The secret. Schools give you one identity, your name, your resume. Millionaires often create a separate business entity that is ruthless, unemotional, and purely logical. They mentally switch into this character when making financial decisions. Example, Bob the dad wants to buy his kid a new iPad. Bob the holding company asks, does this purchase generate a return? The two can coexist. Action. Give your wealth identity a name, for example, the fund, capital Me, the chairman. Before any purchase over $100, ask, what would wealth identity do? 17. The second attention asset. Waste time. Get rich. The secret. Schools demand focused attention. Study, homework, tests. But the biggest fortunes were built on second attention content people consume while doing something else. Driving, showering, working out. Podcasts, audiobooks, YouTube playlists, and streaming radio. The opportunity. Create an asset that lives in second attention. Nobody will sit down to study your advanced course, but they will listen while commuting. Action. Turn your expertise into a low-friction audio product. Spotify podcast. Simple MP3. Voice-guided checklist. Price it at 7 to 27. That's the impulse buy zone. 0.18. The 2-year graveyard. Most ideas die there. The secret. Schools teach persistence. Millionaires know most ideas die not from failure, but from the boring middle months 6 to 24, where the novelty wears off, results are slow, and nobody claps. The secret is to pre-decide that you will feel like quitting at month 9. And do it anyway. Idea hook. Why your business will try to kill you in month 8, and how to tuck and roll. Action. For any major project. Mark your calendar at month 6, 12, and 18. On those days, schedule a non-negotiable keep-going ritual, a walk, a mentor call, a review of your original why. 19. The serenity of not knowing, strategic ignorance. The secret. Schools worship knowledge. Millionaires know that what you don't know can be your greatest asset. Not knowing how hard something is prevents fear. Not knowing industry standards allows innovation. Not knowing what people think frees you from shame. 20. The bankruptcy as tuition. Mindset. The secret. Schools teach that bankruptcy is a moral failure and the end of the road. Experienced wealth builders know that bankruptcy is often just a legal tool, a reset button. Many millionaires have gone bankrupt 2, 3, even 5 times before their big win. Each time was paid tuition. The reality. The SBA says approximately 30% of small businesses fail within 2 years. The 9th richest person in history, Henry Ford, had 5 bankruptcies before Ford Motor Co. succeeded. Action. If fear of failure is paralyzing you, set a bankruptcy budget, an amount you're willing to lose completely. Once you accept that loss is tuition, take the swing. 21. The enemy is fuel trick. The secret. Schools teach forgiveness, kindness, and turning the other cheek. Some millionaires secretly use haters, exes, dismissive bosses, and jealous peers as rocket fuel. They don't waste energy hating back. They use the anger to wake up at 5 a.m. Example: a real estate investor I know has a wall of rejection, printed emails from people who told him no. He reads them every morning before calling leads. Action: write down the name of someone who said you couldn't succeed. Put it somewhere you'll see daily. Let their doubt become your fire, quietly, without telling them. 22. The one-sentence business. Clarity equals wealth. The secret. Schools reward complexity, long essays, detailed projects, multi-step proofs. But millionaires know that if you can't explain your money-making system in one sentence a child understands, it won't scale. Complexity kills cash flow. Examples of one-sentence businesses: I buy storage units at auction and sell the contents on eBay. I teach busy dads how to grill a perfect steak in 10 minutes. I rent out my Tesla on Turo when I'm at work. Action: write your money-making activity in 12 words or less. If you can't, you don't understand it well enough yet. 23. The price courage. Rule: you're not charging enough. The secret. Schools don't teach pricing, but underpricing is the #1 mistake new entrepreneurs make. They think, who would pay $500? But the millionaire knows. Low prices attract needy, high-maintenance, complain-why customers. High prices attract respectful, motivated, easy-to-serve clients. The test: double your price for 1 month. If you don't lose 50% of your customers, you were charging too little. Action: if you sell anything, services, products, digital goods, raise prices by 30% tomorrow. Watch what happens. Most likely, fewer customers, same or more revenue. Less drama. 24. The not my problem wealth filter. Strategic selfishness. The secret. Schools teach empathy, helping others, being a team player. Millionaires know that giving away your time and energy for free is the fastest path to burnout and poverty. They learn to say, not my problem, not out of cruelty, but out of focus. The filter. Before any request of your time, money, attention, ask, does this move me toward my wealth goal? If no, decline politely. Example: can you help me move? Gives, if not a close friend or paid gig, gives, sorry, I can't. Action: this week, say no to 3 things you normally say yes to. Feel the discomfort. Notice how much time and energy you reclaim. 25. The reverse bucket list. Kill distractions first. The secret. Schools teach goal setting, what you want to achieve. Millionaires know that what you stop doing is more important than what you start. Every activity has an opportunity cost. A reverse bucket list is a list of things you will never do again. Examples: never check email before 11 a.m. Never attend a networking event without a specific ask. Never work with late-paying clients. Never watch cable news. Action: write 10 things you will permanently quit. Print it. Tape it to your wall. Cross each one off as you stop doing it. 26. The deathbed portfolio. The final filter. The secret. Schools teach quarterly goals, annual reviews, 5-year plans. The deepest secret. Imagine you're 90 years old on your deathbed. What will you wish you had done? What will you regret? That perspective is a hack. It cuts through all the noise. Question: will I regret spending this weekend chasing money instead of being with my child? Will I regret not taking that business risk? Will I regret playing it safe? The insight. Wealth is a tool, not the goal. The real millionaire's secret is using money to buy time and freedom and experiences, not to die with the biggest bank account. Action: every quarter, ask the deathbed question. Adjust your wealth strategy accordingly. 27. The broken window. Opportunity, crisis equals cash. The secret. Schools teach stability and safety. Millionaires know that every broken window creates a glacier. Economic crashes, industry disruptions, divorces, business failures. These are not tragedies. They are inventory for the prepared buyer. Example: after 2008, those with cash bought real estate at 50% off. After COVID, those with digital skills bought struggling physical businesses for pennies on the dollar. After a divorce, someone sells a house under pressure. Action. Keep a crisis fund, not emergency fund. Liquid. Cash specifically reserved for buying when others are forced to sell. Start with $1,000.28. The reverse mentorship. Teach to learn from the rich. The secret. Schools say, find a mentor and ask for advice. But busy millionaires ignore most mentee requests. The hack. Offer to teach them something valuable in exchange. A wealthy person will trade 30 minutes for a skill they lack. TikTok for their brand. A spreadsheet automation, a bookkeeping hack. Example: I'll set up your entire email automation sequence for free if you'll walk me through your real estate deal analysis for 2 hours. Action. Identify one digital modern skill you have: AI, social media, no-code tools, data analysis. Find a wealthy person in your network who lacks it. Make the trade offer. 29. The dollar auction. Trap. Know when to walk away. The secret. Game theory teaches the dollar auction. 2 people bid on a dollar. The winner gets $1 minus their bid. The loser pays their bid and gets nothing. People overbid because they hate losing. Millionaires know sunk costs are gone. Never throw good money after bad. Real world. A failing business, a bad stock, a toxic partnership, a home renovation spiraling out of control. The secret is walking away before the emotional auction consumes you. Action. Today, identify one thing you've been throwing money time at because you've already invested too much. Walk away. Feel the relief. 30. The second hour wealth rule. The secret. Schools structure 8-hour workdays. Millionaires know that the first hour of your day is reactive. Email, messages, putting out fires. The second hour is where wealth is built: strategic thinking, outreach, asset creation. Most people never get to the second hour. The protocol. Block 8 to 10 a.m. as no interruptions. No phone. No email, no Slack. First hour, 8 to 9. Plan. Second hour, 9 to 10. Execute the single most important wealth-building task of the day. Action. Tomorrow. Protect 8 to 10 a.m. like a surgery. After 30 days, measure your progress. 31. The 7-day wealth pause. The secret. Schools teach fast decisions. But millionaires know that most bad financial decisions happen in the first 24 hours of emotion. Excitement. Buy a luxury car. Fear. Sell stocks during a dip. Desperation. Take a bad deal. Envy. Invest in a friend's hype project. The rule. For any financial decision over $500, or a percentage of your monthly income, wait 7 days. If you still want to do it after a full week of sleeping on it, proceed. 80% of impulse buys die by day 4. Action. Create a 7-day hold list in your Notes app. Every time you want to buy or commit, add the date. Revisit in 1 week. 32. Shadow portfolio. Bet against yourself. The secret. Schools teach optimism and positive thinking. Sophisticated millionaires maintain a shadow portfolio, a small set of bets that profit if their main business or industry fails. It's not pessimism. It's asymmetric hedging. Example: a real estate developer buys puts on construction material stocks. A tech founder holds a small amount of crypto. A coffee shop owner short her neighboring competitor's stock if public. A content creator invests in AI automation tools that might replace her. Action. What's one way your industry could die in 5 to 10 years? Put 1 to 3% of your investment money into a bet that pays off if that happens. 33. The golden handcuffs. Escape code the secret. Schools celebrate high salaries. But a $200,000 W-2 job with golden handcuffs, stock that vests over 4 years, annual bonuses that reset each year is often a trap. You can't leave. You can't take risks. You can't build real wealth because all your time is sold. Escape. Quietly build a parallel asset that doesn't compete with your employer to avoid non-competes. A digital product. A rental property. A small SaaS tool. A niche newsletter with paid subs. Grow it until it replaces 50% of your salary. Then negotiate, leave, or coast. Action. Map out 10 hours per week to build something that is 100% yours. No employer can take it. 34. The wealth is identity, final layer, the secret. All the tactics dead. Leverage, assets, taxes are useless if you don't see yourself as someone who deserves and manages wealth. Schools shape an identity of good student, rule follower, approval seeker, risk averse. Millionaire identity is owner, rule maker, comfort with criticism, strategic risk taker. The shift. Every morning, ask, what would a wealthy version of me do right now? Then do that thing. Not tomorrow. Now. Subscribe before you stay stuck another year.